February day when your dad came by before going away. Real life truck in the driveway. The date was suddenly real. I told you not to come outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real life truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye, goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy. And the house felt so big, and I felt so small. The house felt so big, and I felt so small. That night I tucked you into bed. I will never forget how you sat up and said, "Is there another truck coming to our driveway? One that will take Mommy away." And the house felt so big, and I felt so small. The house felt so big, and I knew there would be moments that I missed, and I knew there would be space I couldn't fill, and I knew I'd come up short a million different ways, and I did, and I do, and I will. But like that February day, I will take your hand, squeeze it tightly and say, "There's not another truck in our driveway." Your mom isn't going anywhere, your mom is staying right here. Your mom isn't going anywhere, your mom is staying right here, no matter what. I'll be here when it all feels so big, till it all feels so small, when it all feels so big, till it all feels so small, till it all feels so small.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the two things that we said we're going to make sure we achieve is conversational and intimate. Okay, so let's write these words big in our head. Conversational, and number two, intimate. So a few questions to get us thinking. The title of the song, and I always say this in my class, I always think the title of the song should give us a lot of information, and we should really look at the title closely. And the title is something that the composer chose for a very good reason. And I'm wondering, in your opinion, what is so big and what is so small? And why is so big and so small put into the title?
Like how I feel versus everything else around me, like my life, in a way.
Okay, so all right, so there are two parts of the title, right? There's the so big and then there's the so small. So let's take the so big part. What would you say is so big?
like all the things that is going on around me.
Specifically?
Like, okay, this is raising a child.
Uh-huh. Specifically, what about raising a child?
Raising a teenage son who is not exactly fitting in, and like you're trying to do everything that you can so that he has a normal life, but there's just so many things that you feel that you you cannot control everything.
Can you say that again?
Sorry?
Can you say all that again? What is so big? Raising a teenage child that what?
Raising a teenage child that, he's not exactly doing very well in life, as in like he himself has problems, and like you're trying to control and make things better for him, but you can't control whatever that goes on once he steps out of the house and goes, for example, goes to school and sees other people. You can't really control every single part of his life to make sure that it's not as bad as what he's facing now lah.
Yeah. So how you just explain and answer the question is conversational. And how you just express all that is how you should be expressing most parts of the song. Do you see how you expressed when I asked what is so big and what is under so big, and you said raising up a teenage son, and the way you spoke and the way you express everything, your whole body language, to me that is conversational, and I think that's the kind of thing that you need to use to present this song. The way you were thinking, the way you were moving ahead, the way you were trying to figure things out as you were answering the question. I think that's conversational. So use that, whatever you just use. It's so natural, but when you start singing, the problem is we think that we need to sing and forget the conversational part. But when a song that is written like this, like Pasek and Paul, says conversational, I think there's a very good reason why. So it's a difficult song. I think the song is very acting heavy, right? So that's the conversational part. The next question is so small. So you told us what the so big represents. What does the so small represent?
My impact, whatever I'm trying to do in his life, on his life, like
Specifically?
like whatever I'm trying to control and however I'm trying to help him, it feels like it's so small that it doesn't really have an impact. Like I feel like I'm not really protecting him or doing the things that I set out to do.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sad. If what you say about this so small part of the song is that you as a mother who has so much love for this teenage son that is going through all this, you're helpless and you can't do anything. This so small part is really sad, and I think there needs to be a part of the song when you it's just so difficult to talk about this so small part of the song. You know what I mean? The so big part can create a lot of opportunity for you to think and to that conversational part, I think, comes in from the so big. The so big is where the conversational part is. Then when it comes to the so small, I think that's where the intimate part comes in, and you're like, I'm really a failure. I can't even raise a son properly. I'm powerless. I think we need to see that contrast, and it needs to come in your voice. So if you try not to think so much about the phrasing and the right notes, if you create an opportunity for yourself to just tell us what is so big and what is so small, it might just help you in your performance.
Okay.
It's a tough song, but can we do it a cappella? Because I think the music is a bit in the way.
Oh, okay. Sure.
How about you do this? Why don't you monologue the song first? So what we always like to do is to monologue the song, and it's a difficult thing to do because we're gonna try not to say it in rhythm. But if you have the words in front of you, can you just really monologue the song? Not say the words, but monologue the song and act it out. And then can you, at one point, identify where the so small part comes in? If it comes in at any time. Okay, guys,
Okay.
along the way, just feel free to type in your feedback about what you think, or if you have more ideas. this is not just me and Wei Ling talking. It's nice if you guys just throw out some ideas.
You mean the so small part as in which part I feel so small?
Yeah. I think there needs to come a part where, a mother's gonna try to explain herself. This is what I'm trying to do, and then at some point you're gonna feel, oh, even when I'm doing all this, it's actually there's no point. I can't even. It's not working. And that sadness, slowly, that realization comes in, and you're like, it should change the way you sing. I'm so tempted later on to ask you to just cover your face and sing the song because I want us to hear the conversational and intimate parts of your voice without looking at your face. But we'll see if we'll reach that point. There's this sound that we keep hearing. Is it from me? It's like air being pumped into a tire.
Did you hear it?
It stopped, I think.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay, it stopped. Okay, so why don't you monologue the song? And guys, if you're watching, please just throw feedback and whatever you want to say, just say it now or forever hold your peace. Okay, Wei Ling, monologue the song. Don't rush.
It was a February day when your dad came by before going away.
How do you know it was a February day?
Because the day is etched, it's like burned in my brain forever.
So
Right.
yeah, so you start with this piece of information. It was a February day. I mean, it must be pretty important to bring it up, right? I mean, I could have easily just said it was a long time ago when your dad came by, but why of all things it was a February day?
Mm,
Something must have happened, right? For you to actually remember it was in February. I mean, I don't know. It was the end of winter. It was the first day of something. What I'm trying to say is, it was a February day. Just saying the word February has to mean something to you. Like, if I tell you it was my birthday, I'm not just going to tell you it was my birthday. I mean, it means something, right? Okay. Because musically, later on, when we get all these pieces put together, the way you sing it is going to change.
okay.
Okay, let's try.
It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A U-Haul truck in the driveway. The day was suddenly real. I told you not to come outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real life truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy.
What happens right before this goodbye?
What happened?
Yeah, I mean, because the words are a real life truck in your driveway. We let you sit
It was
behind the wheel, and then you say goodbye.
it was like this happy moment where he sees the truck and he gets really excited, but he doesn't realize that the truck is actually a really sad thing because when it goes away, then it's bye bye to his father.
Yeah. So what does it mean to you?
It's like end of one life, start of
Yeah.
another.
So there's a point of realization here. We try the whole monologue until this point, and then we
From
try
the
and
start.
try and say, yeah, from it was a February day. Conversational. Take your time. Um, Look at something and tell it to that something.
It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. The U-Haul truck in the driveway, day suddenly real. I told you not to go outside because you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real life truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye, goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy. And the house felt so big and I felt so small.
Okay, so this is an interesting part of the song for me. Musically, going against the words, she says, and the house felt so big and I felt so small. I feel musically, and the house felt so big, even though the word is big, you actually hold it in because that's when you feel so like the house is so big. Because, I mean, why does she say the house is so big?
Because it's empty.
Because it's empty. And then I felt so small. That's, you know, musically, I would go against it. I would sing small louder and I would sing big softer because this contrast of the house felt so big. And then you realize, and I felt so small. Okay. I think your sound is a, you want to try your earphones again, maybe? I don't know. I think it was better just now with your earphones. Yeah, she's fading in and out, just like the character in her song. Wow, nice house. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to sing it a cappella. How are you guys? Are you still with us? Are you?
Is this better?
Yes, thank you.
Oh shit. Oh,
We
okay.
this volume is good.
Okay. Yeah. Probably time
Yes.
to get a new phone.
Right. Okay, you're gonna sing a cappella, but because it's a cappella, you have more opportunity to use your breath, use moments to think about the beats.
Okay. Hang on. My phone is falling down.
So musically, right, the notes, the rhythm. Okay, I'm just gonna
Ah.
wait. Okay,
Sorry.
it's okay. Don't worry.
I can't get my phone to stand straight now with the microphone. Okay. Okay. Oh fuck. Sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can still see
Okay.
you with your
Okay.
fan.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
really hot
so
because it's
musically,
off.
right? You try turning it on again. Maybe it'll be okay now with your earphones. Okay, so musically,
Okay.
right? The rhythm is it was a February day. Dum 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 dum. The Feb, the syllable Feb, um, it is rhythmically bum 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 bum. It's at a beat where you can actually accent the Feb. Not only
Okay.
not only that, it's also the highest pitch in the entire phrase of it was a February day. The syllable Feb has the highest note and it's also on a beat. So you really need to feel that bum, da, 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 dum. You need to build us. If not, it's gonna sound it was a February day. Da, 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 da. This you need to feel the accents. So that's where the conversational part comes in. The way it's written at the beats and the rhythm is written in a way that is how you would say in a conversation. When your dad came by before going away. When your dad came by before rest going away, not rest, but there's a syncopation there. You know what I mean? Instead of going before going away, it goes before going away. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what's helping you create that conversational part of this song musically. So you need to go with that. Does it make sense?
Okay. I try.
Yeah. So feel the rhythm, feel the where the accents are, and go up to the highest note. Because whenever we talk in our speech, there are parts of the sentence or the phrase that we say that goes up and then it comes back down. Okay. Hi, Mohammed.
Okay.
Okay. A
So
cappella?
sing.
Yes. Conversational.
That's my first note. Okay. It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A U-Haul truck in our driveway. The date was suddenly real. I told you not to go outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real life truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel.
How do you feel about letting him sit behind the wheel? Because it was all good before that, and suddenly we let you sit behind the wheel. It's like, I don't know.
It's like you're happy because he's like happy because he gets to like, oh, I finally get to sit in the truck.
Yeah,
But
you
you
need
know
to
what's coming
get
after
yourself
that.
in the mother's mindset about what makes a mother happy, seeing her son enjoying something despite it
Yeah,
being a really sad moment.
yeah.
So there has to be a lot of like, it's bittersweet. I think there's a lot of bittersweet moments, and there has to be a lot of reflection going on in your head. Okay, you want to try it again from the beginning until wherever we feel like stopping. If you
Okay.
guys feel like there's something you want to add or some feedback, like it's getting worse or getting better, please let us know.
Okay. It was a February day when your dad came by before going
Okay,
away.
so let's just get something clearer. It was a February day, and then there's that rest in the score. That rest
Mm-hmm.
needs to mean something. Something needs to happen in those rests. If not, you could have just tied the whole that day until like an extra beat. But because there's a longer rest, something needs to happen.
Okay.
Okay, whatever it is, you figure it out, but you give that rest some meaning.
Okay. It was a February day when your dad came by before going away.
Before
A
going away, the rhythm means a lot. Before going away, it's not before going away. There's the four you need to drag before going away. Yeah, just drag it a bit. It needs to mean something. Before
Okay.
going away. Okay, so remember that rest. After going away, you have this long rest as well. You need to give something to that rest. Give it meaning.
Okay.
Give it some love.
Okay. It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A U-Haul truck in our driveway. The date was suddenly real.
The day it
I
was,
t-
right? The day
yep.
it was. Because it's sounding like you're saying the date was suddenly real. So you have to, the day it was. Okay? From a
Okay.
U-Haul. You know what a U-Haul truck is, right?
Yeah. The truck that you can put all your stuff and move across country,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. A U-Haul truck in our driveway. The day it was fine suddenly real. Continue.
Sure. Okay, let's start from the beginning
Huh?
and yeah, let's start from the beginning and
So,
then continue. Yeah, I think
okay.
you're doing more justice to the rests. Just make it less,
Sing-songy.
yeah, just give it something more natural. Think of something else. Think of different
Okay.
things all the time. And you know what? We don't even need to know what you're thinking about. You could even cheat and think about what goldfish eat at night, as long as it looks like you're thinking of something.
Okay.
Bye, Zahid. Okay.
It
Use your
was
breathing.
a
Use your breathing.
February
Wei Ling,
day.
use your breathing
Yes.
even while you're singing. Your breath needs to move. It needs to be part of your acting. Don't breathe. It was a February day. Okay.
Okay.
Use your breathing to act and to sing as well.
It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A U-Haul truck in our driveway. The day it was suddenly real. I told you not to come outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real live truck in our driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye, goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy. And the house felt so big. And I felt so small.
Okay, so now I feel like you're feeling the same way about the house feeling so big and you feeling so small. It's like they're equal to you. I don't color it in different ways. Make different realizations in your head about the house being so big and you feeling so small. And
Okay.
there's this rest again in between. House felt so big, rest, and I felt so small. That juxtaposition.
Okay.
Try and play around with it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Good. Sorry, what's the note? Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy. And the house felt so big. And I felt so small. The house felt so big. And I felt so small.
Okay. Just a few things that you could look at. All the time you say the word so, it has two notes. Well, not all the time, but most of the times it has two notes whenever you're saying the word so. It felt so big, and I felt so small. It felt so big. It has these two notes, right? It's as though whenever you're having this conversation, the house felt so big, and I felt so small. Okay, that's the conversational part of it. Right now, your house felt so big. It's too gentle, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, so last round from beginning until here, and then we have to stop already. But I hope I've given you enough to
Okay.
think about the song.
Okay.
All right. Let's just do this. Give it all you've got. This is your last chance before Instagram cuts us.
Okay. It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A U-Haul truck in our driveway. The day it was suddenly real. I told you not to come outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real live truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye, goodbye. Now it's just me and my little guy. And the house felt so big, and I felt so small. The house felt so big, and I feel so small.
Okay. Thank you, Wei Ling. I think that brought us somewhere else. Yeah, I think that song had more meaning this final round. I really like it.